What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner Circle. So I decided to do a video of 11 facts about Coach E. I pulled some of these questions from the comment section and all the emails that you guys been sending me, asking me like personal information about myself, trying to get to know me better. So here is 11 facts about myself, okay? And the first one is, what is AAA? A lot of you guys ask me what is AAA. I know there's been a few comments like, if I don't hear back from you, I'll assume that it's personal. Listen, I get asked this a million times, over and over and over and over and over and over, between Facebook, between Instagram, between YouTube, literally billions of times. So it could get redundant for me. So I decided to do this video. Okay, the first one is, what is Triple H, you guys? Triple H is abundance, prosperity, success, opportunities, cash flow, everything that I embody, everything that I want in my life. That's what Triple H means. And it means infinite abundance. If you guys know the infinity sign, it's just the 8 flipped on its side. So infinite abundance, infinite cash flow. It just stands for everything that I represent, everything that I believe that that chosen ones need to embody, and that chosen ones should be able to experience here in their journey on this earth. Okay, I feel like chosen ones, because we do spread so much love and light and opportunities. Now, don't get me wrong, it ain't always love and light. You know what I'm saying? We could check a motherfucker real quick if they get real funny. If they feeling froggy, we'd be the first ones to tell them, go ahead and leap then, okay? But it ain't always just love and light here. But because we are the seasonings to this earth and we bring people just so much joy, so much love. We are literally the go-to people for everyone's problems. Typically, we just always end up having the keys to people's problems, to people's issues, their relationship issues, all of that. Since we are spreading so much positivity, helping people, boosting people, complimenting people, doing what God called us to do, operating in our calling, and being that those light workers in this earth, I believe that everything, that all the energy that we put out should come back to us in money, in finances, and opportunities, and resources, and everything. I feel like we should not go without, because we are putting so much out. And you already know how karma works. It's like a boomerang. Whatever you put out comes back to you, okay? And I'm a firm believer in all the positivity that we put out should comes back to us tenfold. And it's not always going to come back from the person that you helped. Like, let's say if you help someone, let's say if you bought a homeless man a burger or something. It doesn't always mean that homeless man is gonna, show you the gratitude or show you this. It'll be someone else in a whole nother situation that shows up and end up blessing you. Okay, so Triple H is prosperity, abundance, all of that good stuff, that juicy good stuff that we deserve to have. Okay, the next one. What sign am I? What sign am I? I am a Cancer. 69. Always good for your mind. I'm a Cancer, you guys. And I am the definition of a true Cancer. If you follow Zodiac signs, if you don't, whatever. But sometimes I'm like, whatever, I don't care about that. But when I start reading more and more about the Cancer Zodiac, I'm like, damn, like this is truly me. Like this, they own something with this, okay? Because a Cancer is, they're nice and mushy on the inside, all of that juicy, good crab meat on the inside, but on the outside, they have a hard shell. They go inside their shell when they have issues. You know how people say misery loves company? A Cancer, they misery don't like no company. When I'm going through something, leave me alone. When I need clarity on something, when I'm not feeling well, when I don't want to project my negativity or my struggles onto anyone else, so I go inside my shell and I just talk to God and figure it out with me and God. I don't really, even when I have a close friend, even when I have, me and my mom are pretty close, me and my sister are pretty close, me and my dad, But even then, I don't necessarily just talk to everyone about my problems. I'm very mindful of that. Number one, not to dump my issues on people. But number two, a lot of people don't have the same mindset as me. A lot of people don't have the same mindset as you, chosen one, and they will literally knowingly and unknowingly project fear onto you, more fear instead of solutions onto you when you going through something. Oh, you have money issues. What you gonna do? How you gonna afford your bill? They start panicking more than you. And I don't need that. So Cancers are known for just going in their shell, figuring it out, and then popping back out like, "Hi y'all, did you miss me?" I was mentally unstable for a second, but I'm back. I'm here. That's what cancers are, but I'm a die-hard Cancer. I represent cancers. Cancer is the mother Zodiac. We are the mother Zodiac. We exude so much love. We are the nurturers. Okay. So that's why I'm here, nurturing y'all. Okay, you guys. So I find that my calling and my purpose goes so well with, my voice of motivation goes so well with my Zodiac sign. I'm like, I see you, God. Like, give me the double whammy if you don't. Okay. So, but outside of that hard shell, when you get past that hard shell, baby, it's that juicy, good meat on the inside. Butter me up, sauce me up, get you a taste, and it's gonna be delicious to you. Okay, y'all. So number 3, the next one is, am I married? No, I am not married. I was married for 10 years. And I had a good marriage. I had a good relationship. We had a good marriage for a long time. You will never see me on here bashing my ex-husband. He is the father of both of my children. I'll talk about my children later on. I do have a question for that, but he is the father of both of my children. I don't like to have children outside of a wedlock. My parents taught me and it has nothing. What they taught me was like religious based, but now growing up, it's more so, okay, I'm doing it. What religion teaches you, not to have children out of wedlock is very vital. I don't have kids by no man who's not committed to me, period. And I will not waver from that, because children is a lifetime commitment. You pour into them physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, everything. You are constantly their caretaker, even when they older. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm grown as hell. My mama, I still like mama mita, mama sia. Like when you're a parent, mother or father, it doesn't matter. When you're a parent, you are devoted to your children. So it's such a huge commitment and it's such a responsibility. I refuse to have a man to give a man children who is not committed to me in the same way. So therefore we can commit to the children. Okay. My dad taught me a long time ago, you don't be giving no man, no babies unless they are committed to you. You're not a baby mama. You're not this, you are a wife. Okay. So I got married, then I have my children, by that husband. And no shade to anybody who did not take that route. You know what I'm saying? Mistakes happen, okay? Mistakes happen. That this is not no judgment at all. I'm just telling you my journey and how I achieved that. When you play those kind of rules, when you play those with those boundaries, man, it'll do you well, okay? The father of my children, my ex-husband, we were married for 10 years. He is a wonderful father. We divorced because we just grew apart. The foundation of our relationship was childhood. We were children. We both went through ups and downs. I did a lot of wrong. He did a lot of wrong. He did a lot of right. I did a lot of right. We just went our separate ways. And my divorce was the catalyst to my spiritual awakening, which propelled me into my purpose, doing what I'm doing right now. But he is an excellent person. It's still to this day, excellent father. I couldn't be more happy to say that this is the father of my children. This is who I was married to. Like, wonderful person, okay? So what's the next one, y'all? Yeah, so I was married for 10 years though, and it was wonderful. I loved being a wife, and I want to be a wife again. Like, I'm a great wife. Let me just put that out there, right? But 10 years, like, that was a long stretch. I had never been single in my life. My entire life, I was never single. I was with someone through high school for 4 years. He kept me locked down. And then after high school, I got with my ex-husband. We was together. He proposed to me, and then I was married. I was never single until I got divorced. So when I got divorced, that was the first time I had ever been single in my life. So I was like, okay, let me just breathe, find who I am. This is the first time you're single. You hadn't been single since you were a child, literally. So, a lot of people, they say like, oh, they'll say something like, oh, you single, to me or whoever, like it's like an insult or something. And it's like, and there's different stages in life. And in that stage, when I got divorced, I was like, no, I'm not sad because I'm single. I was like, I'm finally single. Like, now I get to focus on me. There's different stages in life, and there's no right or wrong here. You know what I'm saying? One stage in your life, you might be embracing it. Another stage in your life, you might be ready to settle down. Another stage in your life, you might just be ready just to date and to have fun. And that's your prerogative. Okay. So don't ever let nobody make you feel like you got to follow their rules. Man, fuck them. Okay. But, the next one, where am I from? I am from California. I was born in Las Vegas. We lived in Las Vegas up until I was 6 years old. In Las Vegas, I have my mom's side and my dad's side of the family in Vegas. Then we moved to California, but my parents are from Pasadena, California. Then we moved to California. I was born and raised in Inglewood, California. A lot of my family is in Inglewood and the LA region. A lot of people think that LA is a city. LA is a is a county, okay? So LA is a county, but then there's cities within the county. So, but I have my mom's side and my dad's side in both Vegas and in California. So I consider both of those home. So sometimes when I say I'm going home, probably in LA. If I say I'm going home, probably in California somewhere. If I say I'm going home, might be in Vegas somewhere. Both of those places are home to me. Both of those places I have roots in. Both of those places I have a lot of family on my mom's side and my dad's side. I have a lot of cousins in both of those places, okay? But I was born in Vegas and I was raised in California. I'm a West Side baby to the day I die, okay? I will never move back to California. Just the economy is crazy. I recommend everybody move from their hometowns, okay? It's just to experience something new out there. There's a lot that the world has to offer, just the streets that you grew up on, the opportunities that you grew up on, you know what I'm saying? But California made me who I am. It made me, you gotta be a hustler to live in California, and that's the truth. I'm talking, if you're gonna be thriving in California, you gotta know how to pay a $4,000 mortgage on a 2-bedroom house, a 2-bedroom apartment, easy. 5-bedroom house, I'm talking $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 mortgage, easy. California breeds hustlers. If you can survive in California, you can survive anywhere. And I mean that. If you can survive in Cali, you can survive anywhere. Cali breeds hustlers. Cali breeds moneymakers. Cali breeds go-getters, okay? And I'm proud to say I'm a West Side baby because it also breeds people with personality as well, okay? That Cali swag don't lie. We stick out like a sore thumb. So all my Cali babies, tap in, okay? Number 5, what is my nationality? I am German, Black, and Indian. So my dad is Black and Indian. My mom is German and Black. So my grandmother is from Germany, and my grandfather was in the military, and he went overseas, got stationed in Germany. Fell in love with my grandma. Rest in peace, grandma. I love you so much. Was very close to my grandma. But fell in love with my grandma, wifed her up, and then brought her back to the States, and then started our family lineage. But I also do have, for my grandmother's, her aunts, her sisters. I have a lot of great aunts that are in Germany, and I do have a relationship with them. I do communicate with them. These women are, when I say Germans are like Black white people, they are. Germans are very cutthroat, they're very blunt, they're very honest, and a lot of the people, they have a misunderstanding of maybe what Germany might have to offer because of like the Holocaust. They think it's just racism. But when you Black in Germany, baby, when you Black in Germany, they love you. If you've never been to Germany, I've been to Germany twice. First off, when you get to the airport, that's all you see is Black workers in there. That's all you see is Black people. Pure bred Black people speaking German, and it is kind of mind-blowing, a wonderful sight to see. But they love Black people out there. They really do. They love your style, they love your hair, they love your swag, very kind to you, very respectful, will show, very nice. Now, of course, you need to be aware, but that's anywhere. But I feel more safe in Germany than I do in the United States, and that's a fact. But my great aunts that are in Germany, they are very strong-willed women. They're very blunt, they're very sarcastic, they almost to a point where you're like, damn, can you ease up? Like, y'all a little bit raw. Like, they don't have no filter. They'll hurt your feelings. They'll apologize later for it. They do have a heart, but they be like, I know I hurt your feelings, but did you hear what the fuck I said? And you be like, yeah. And they be like, all right, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but as long as you heard what I said. And I'm like, damn, like, but that's where I get my colored eyes from, is from my German side of the family. They're German women, but they act like Black women. They talk like Black women. The only thing that's not as Black is just their hair. But they walk like Black women. They talk like Black women. They cook like Black women. They have bodies like Black women. These are Black white women. They have attitudes. If y'all know anything about Germany, if you have known a German woman, a full-bred German woman, holler at me in the comment section. Let them know I am not lying. These German women are... yeah, they're pretty rough, okay? But I love them, okay? Because that too is a part of my personality, and perfect balance, okay? Shout out to Germany. So, do I have siblings? I do have siblings. I have an older sister. Her name is Cherish. Me and my sister grew up really close, really, really close. she's older than me. We weren't allowed to fight each other. My mom was the type of mom to listen, y'all don't put your hands on each other, y'all have each other's back, y'all don't be fighting each other, y'all respect each other. My mom was very so that kind of a mother. You guys need to be each other's best friend, because when all else fails, you all you got. Now, as we got older, you know, some differences done happen, but we're still pretty close. We make sure we tap in with each other. We don't talk as often as I would like us to. Because life has happened between us, you know, some circumstances may have took us there or whatever, but I love my sister so much. If my sister is watching this, baby, you know I love you. I got your back, and I am my sister's keeper, and same for her. I know that she loves me through and through, and to no end. She is definitely my best friend. She's definitely my ride or die. No matter what transpires between us, my mom told us, no matter what, you and your sister will always remain close. So I do have an older sister, but then I also have two younger sisters. I don't necessarily say that they're my adopted sisters, but for the sake of this video, I will say my mom adopted them when I was in high school. My mom being a light worker, you know, she pretty much saved everybody's goddamn kids, to be honest, to the point where I got sick of it. Like, can you stop bringing all these kids in our house? Can you, like, you can't save the world, woman. But that's how my mom was, taking all kinds of children into her home, raising them. Still to this day, there's kids that she had in her home when they were 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, teen, 13, 14, 15 years old. They still come back to her. You saved my life. They still come back to her. You helped me graduate. They come back to her. You helped me get clean. You know, they look at my mom as the hero. And my mom's the GOAT. She really is. She really is. And she is a part of the reason why I am the woman that I am today. So she raised me and our siblings. So it's me. It's my older sister. It's me, and then my two younger sisters. We don't refer to them as my adopted sisters, but for this, again, for the sake of this video, they were adopted, but they are my sisters. And we're all pretty close. We FaceTime each other every now and then. We talk. We'll shoot each other a text. They ask me for advice. I pour into them. We share laughs or whatever. All of us are pretty close, and it's a blessing. It really is. It ain't perfect. Believe me when I tell you, it ain't perfect. But one thing my mom is not playing is y'all throwing hands. We disrespect each other. We talk and mess about each other on the internet. We not there for each other. No. My mom is very much so, I don't give a damn if y'all just got into a fight. If your sister says she needs you, you better be there. And then after you're there for her, you can still cuss her out, but you better have your sister's back, no matter what's going on. She is very much so that type of mother, and I like that. I like that she raised us that way, because if I call my sister right now, if we at odds and she can't stand me, if I tell her I need help, she's gonna help me, and vice versa. If she's done something that I just can't stand and I'm ready to cut her off or whatever, if she calls me and says she needs help, guess what? I'm going to be there for her. Cut off is never permanent when it comes to your close siblings. Now, your story might be different than mine. Your people might need to do that, you know, but I pray that all of you have someone in your family, someone who is close like family, that one person that you can lean on, okay? And then number 7 is, do I have children? Yes, you guys, I have children. I have 2 boys. So I used to live in Colorado. I won't say too much because I do have other questions leading to that. But I used to live in Colorado with my ex-husband. He was in the military. We shared two children together. He got out of the military. Whenever we got a divorce or whatever, we still stayed in Colorado for like an additional 6 years. And we lived right around the corner from each other. We shared custody. One week the boys would be with me. The next week the boys would be with him. And we shared custody that way. Their school was literally in the middle of our house, so they can go to school no matter whose house they were at. We shared custody for a long time. When I decided to quit my job, which I'll get to at the end, and pursue my calling, start being a life coach full time, we decided Colorado. There's a lot to say, but I don't want to get too long-winded in this video. We decided we would leave Colorado. We both went to Georgia. He went to Georgia first, secured a home, did all that stuff that good men do. And then when the kids got out of school, I sent them to him in Georgia, and they spent their first summer when they got out of school, their summer in Georgia. And then I went to Georgia and started pursuing being a life coach more, a lot of opportunities, a lot of podcasts, all that good stuff that Georgia had to offer for me at that time, with a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of the Black Hollywood, so to speak, all of that or whatever. I pursued that, exhausted all of that. Then he still is military affiliated. I'm not going to tell his job title because it is a little bit sensitive and a little bit kind of secret or whatever. But what I can say is he still is military affiliated, and his job took him to another assignment, temporary. So it was kind of perfect timing, because also I had clients that wanted to work in Oklahoma with me one-on-one. Then apartments fell into my lap, you know, that favor or whatever. So I came here, and it was their first school year with him. So he's their school year. He's with them right now for this school year, and the next school year they'll probably be with me for the school year. But when I was just in Virginia, like I fly back a lot of the times to see them, and when they were with me, he would fly to see them. So I do have a little bit of separation anxiety for it because this is my first time like not being right around the corner for them. So I get separation anxiety sometimes. Out in the middle of the night, I'm crying for them. Oh, I miss my babies. But I FaceTime them a lot. I call them a lot, and I just got back from seeing them. When y'all saw that I was in Virginia, I was out there with them, working with the client and seeing them. So I spent a week and a half, almost 2 weeks with them. So now that I'm back though, I'll miss them again, but I'll probably go and see them again in a couple of weeks, fly back out there. But yes, so that's the shebang on my 2 children, 2 boys. I'm a boy mom, and I love it. My children are they're so cute. They're well mannered. They get good grades. Like they're just good kids, really good kids. Number 8, do I want more kids? Probably not. Okay, probably not. I'm like 97% hell no. And that 3% is, okay, if you get married again, you're going to give your husband whatever he wants. If he says that you know, if we want to have a baby, or, you know, when you marry, y'all be hunching, things happen, you know what I'm saying? So when you marry, you know, there's just that possibility. There's that 3%, like, yes, I'm open to it. But 97%, no, okay? Would I date? Y'all crazy. Somebody sent me this email, and also on Instagram, y'all be asking me these questions. I'll be like, what the hell? But a lot of you guys ask me, will I date a woman? The answer is no. I think women are beautiful. I think women are gorgeous. I love women. I think we're so nurturing. I love what we bring to this world, but I love men, okay? I love masculinity. I love a man's touch. I love a provider. I love a man's body. I love how a man smells, whether he's fresh, whether he's fresh off the basketball court, fresh off the gym. Even when he's funky, I love how a man smells. I love how a man's body feels next, you know, pressed next to mine. And I mean, let's just be real, I like that eggplant, okay? A woman, you know, she might be able to lick that cat or whatever, but I need penetration. I'm just getting a little bit real with y'all. I need penetration, okay? That eggplant is unmatched when it comes to, like, listen, I love masculinity, okay? And I'm more in my feminine energy nowadays, so to balance me out, masculine energy, okay? So again, no shade to people who are into that, you know, you grown, that's your prerogative, you know what I'm saying? I respect all people. But for me, I need me some man's, okay, baby? Y'all funny. I thought that question was so funny, but a lot of y'all are asking me that. And listen, the women are more aggressive and assertive than the men are when trying to talk to me. I'm like, dang, like, hold on. Like, I think that's crazy, but no, straight lady. Like, okay, number 10, do I date outside of my race? So I'm open to giving equal opportunity to every race, every nationality. I don't discriminate. I'm not racist. I love everyone. If you're a good person, you're a good person, no matter what your race is, your ethnicity, your background is, the color of your skin. I give people, all men, equal opportunity. However, comma, ain't nobody been able to land me like a black man, okay? So I give equal opportunity to everyone, but ain't nobody been able to cuff me, wife me, lock me down like a black man. Shouts out to my black kings. And that's no shade to anybody else. I love everybody equally, okay? But when it comes, and don't get mad or nothing, everyone has a preference. And everyone's entitled to their own preference, right? So give me some grace. Don't be getting mad in the comments if you are not a black king or whatever. You still a king within your own right, okay? And you for somebody else, okay? But again, I give everybody equal opportunity, but ain't nobody done in it like no black thing. Ladies, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, okay? So yeah, that's the answer. If I date out my race, I'm open to equal opportunity, but ain't nobody ever been able to secure me. Ain't nobody been able to crack the code with me like a black man. And last but not least, number 11, what did I do before life coaching? I was a correction officer. I was a correction officer for 7 years. I worked in a women's prison. But it kind of goes back even before that. I worked for parole and all of that, and I was doing UAs, and then I went to the prison system. I worked for the prison for 7 years. My first prison was La Vista in Colorado. It was a women's prison. Absolutely hated it. Then I went to San Carlos, which is the prison for the psychos, the cuckoos, the crazies. That was the best prison I had ever worked in. Then I went to Centennial. I was at Centennial for a long time. And that was the maximum security prison, and absolutely loved it. I found that I was actually life coaching a lot of people in there, helping rehabilitate them, transform their mindsets. In prison, everything is not always what it seems to be. There's a lot of people who deserve to be in there, and there's a lot of people who are in there for things that you'd be like, shit, I did the same thing, I just didn't get caught. Or you'd be like, oh, I understand why you did that, because I would have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So everything is not just black and white. There's a lot of gray area in prison and why people are serving prison sentences. And then there's also people who are in there who are wrongly convicted, who are actively trying to get out, and you look at their case, and because as a correction officer, you have access to their information. You look at the stuff and be like, you was discriminated against. Okay. Oh, you shouldn't be. Oh, okay. Oh, this judge got a thing against you. She always giving you extra this and that. She picking with you. Like, you see a lot of stuff. Okay. So everything is not just black and white in a prison. There's a lot of people who deserve to be in there, but there's a lot of people you be like, And I'll just give you one example before I end this video. There was a gentleman in there. I'll give you two examples because these ones are my favorite ones. There was two gentlemen in there that I was really helping. One was black, one was white. Okay, I don't discriminate. I help all people. So one was black, one was white. I'll start with the white dude. He was in there because he had a niece, his sister's daughter. He had a niece, and he was over his sister's house one day, very involved with his family, very family-oriented guy, very respectful man, even in the prison, so respectful. So a lot of people looked up to him, very impactful, very influential. But he went to his sister's house to, hang out with the family, and his niece disclosed to him that the neighbor had essayed her, touched her in inappropriate places, and done a lot of things to her. She didn't feel comfortable. She felt ashamed to say it to her mom or her dad or whatever. And a lot of times it is like that, but she had a really good relationship with her uncle. And so she disclosed that to her uncle, the dude that was in prison that I was helping. And he blanked out, went next door to the neighbor and blew his head off. And it's kind of like, okay, yeah, you broke the law, but at the same time, let me know if I'm being crazy, but at the same time, baby, listen, you messed with the wrong one because you fuck around and found out you got your head blew off. Not everybody is a victim and just gonna sit around for the law to kick in when you messing with the children of the family. So I had a lot of compassion for him, and he was struggling. I was coaching him. He was struggling with the fact of, like, I know what I did was wrong. But mind you, after he blew his head off, he called the police and said, you need to come over here. I just shot my neighbor. Da, da, da. He stood there and did what was right after he came back to reality. But he used to struggle with, I know what I did was wrong, and I shouldn't have did that. That one day he would be like that. And then the next day he'd be like, hell no, I'll do it again for my family. I'll do it again for my niece. I am my niece's protector. I am supposed to protect the women of my family. So he struggled a lot with that, what he should have did different, what it would have been like, so I don't hold any judgment to him. As a matter of fact, I low-key dap him up every time. I used to dap him up every time I said, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, because women need protection like that. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying he did the right thing. I'm not saying that at all, but again, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section what you think. What would you have done? Men and women. What would you have done? What would you expected him to do? What would you prefer him to do? And then the last example I'll give, black dude. Okay, again, respectful dude, cool. Okay, in Colorado they have something called Make My Day Law, and the Make My Day Law is if anybody is in your home or your property causing you any distress, threatening you, you have the right to kill them. That's the Make My Day Law in Colorado. I don't think they have that everywhere, but in Colorado that's the Make My Day Law. If you're a gun owner, they kind of make sure you know that law. There's certain laws that, because it's a military state, there's a lot of stuff in there that's different than a lot of states, or 99% of the population is military affiliated. So he was in there because him his girl, they sleep, and they got like 4 kids or whatever. They sleep. He wake up because he hears something. He hears something downstairs. He telling his girl like you stay here. He get his gun. You know what I'm saying? Cock that thing back. Got the boogers in the chain. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking boogers in the chain. Ready to stick. Okay? So he go downstairs. And there's 2 intruders in his home. Okay? 2 people done broke into his home. And they turn around. He say they about to pull a gun. Okay? And mind you, you can read all this on their information. You know exactly what happened in their case, okay? All the lie detectors, all the evidence, all the DNA, all of this, okay? So some of them be lying, but you know exactly what happened because you got access, okay? So 2 intruders, one of them about to pull a gun, and he pulled the gun out first, like, you need to leave. And dude turned around and he shoot him. Boom, he shoot him in his back. He said he was fearful, like in my mind, like I need to protect you in my house. You came in my house. I don't think he was married. I have a girl that he been with for a long time, and they got 4 kids together. They got 4 children in there. You in my house. I'm here to protect my children, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do because you in my territory, and I don't even know who you are or what you're capable of. So he pulled the trigger. One of them got away. The other man was dead in his yard, or right there, like in the doorway or whatever. Ended up passing away. So he went to court, and clearly the Make My Day law was supposed to protect him, but because he was, because he was black, for what other reason might it have been, but the Make My Day law did not protect him, and the judge found every reason for it to go against him. And the biggest statement was, well, he turned around. That means he was trying to exit your home. That means he was trying to leave, so you shouldn't have shot him. And his defense was, I don't know what that man was trying to do. As far as I'm concerned, he was still in my home, in my property. I would have been a fool to assume, oh, he just got some sense knocked into him and he's going to do the right thing and leave. He said he didn't hesitate. What kicked in for him was I need to protect my family and my children at all costs. So that is 11 facts about Coach E, you guys. I love y'all so much. Let me know what you thought about this video. I'll see you next time.